You know how they say variety is the spice of life?
Well, you're not going to find that variety here.
Welcome to Irvine.
Yes, because Irvine, if you don't want to live in a place that kind of reminds you of the Stepford Wives.
Welcome to Stepford.
Or different shades of beige for every home.
Yeah, different shades of beige for every home. Don't live in Irvine. So we're going to talk about this aspect of Irvine and 4 other reasons, so you'll get 5 total reasons of why you shouldn't live in Irvine, California.
So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd.
And we're with the California Homes Group right here in Orange County, California.
And if this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you're interested about everything related to working, eating, sleeping, dreaming,
playing, yes,
in Orange County, California. And don't forget to click on the little bell so you're notified every time that we upload a new video. Now, we love getting calls from people from all over the world who are looking to either buy or sell a home in Orange County, and we've been helping people buy and sell homes in Orange County for the last 20 years. So if you are interested in buying or selling a home in Orange County, don't forget to reach out to us either by giving us a call, shooting us a text, or sending us an email, or you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.
So now, as we alluded to in the intro, Irvine, okay, it's a master plan community, right? So you have to be...
many master plan communities.
This is true, yeah. It's a city full of master plan communities.
Yes.
And if you're not into the whole master plan vibe, this may not be for you.
Yeah, so it's one of those places that, you go on any survey, niche.com, Wallet Hub, it consistently gets ranked as one of the best places to live in the country or in California. Because it's just, and the FBI ranks it as the safest city in America, 16 years and counting.
For over 250,000 population.
For over 250,000 population based off of, violent crime. So this is FBI data. So it's just one of those places that's a really nice place to live.
Yeah, so the master plan community obviously has its perks, certainly. I mean, that's why a lot of people are like go there in droves. However...
yeah, it has its drawbacks. This perfect little bubble that you're living in, it almost feels like the Stepford Wives in a way. So.
See, I don't know this feeling because all I know is this master plan community because I grew up in Orange County, so I don't get the feel of it. Courtney, when she came up here, we went to UC Irvine together. Of course, Irvine is where she hated initially because she wanted that spice, that variety.
Yeah, because I'm from San Diego, so,
She likes the potholes. She likes the rundown homes.
No, it's just the variety, different architecture, different neighborhoods that
shacks. Yeah, I get it.
No, but I mean, just to give you an example, sometimes Irvine can be a little overbearing. I remember one time I was going to the gym and literally the fire hydrant, exploded or something happened. There was a pipe that burst. And literally within, I'm not even kidding you, 15 seconds, there was like 20 police officers just and that thing was just boarded off for probably, 5 days.
Yeah, and I actually remember when I was, you were getting fingerprinted, right?
Oh yeah, in the Irvine for my real estate
at
license.
City Hall, right? So, and then I guess there must have been some crime.
Yeah, jaywalking.
Jaywalking must be the police just left and just scattered because they actually had something to do. They're actually so bored there because they have no real crime to investigate.
Yeah, I remember someone was coming in and they were complaining that somebody had ripped off the mirror of their truck.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
yeah.
Drop everything, right? It's that is okay. And when you're in Irvine, those are your problems.
Yeah, that's your reality. And I have been yelled.
So you have 99 problems, but crime ain't one.
Yes, that is true. So you kind of, and then because of the master plan where all the homes are totally similar. I mean, depending on the neighborhood, some neighborhoods aren't like that, but I would say average Irvine is, it's one of 5 homes that the tract has, and they all look the same. So it does give you this feeling of
deja vu,
or the Truman Show.
Who are you talking to?
It almost doesn't feel real, or almost kind of like Switzerland in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of a snow globe kind of feel to it, for sure.
Because when we went to Switzerland, we kind of were just having.
Now that's a whole other extreme. I mean, Switzerland was insane. When we went there, we thought we were gonna love Switzerland, and this was gonna be our place, right? literally took us a couple hours to go, no, this
Yeah.
is not going to work. This place is...
Because it just doesn't, it's just so, I don't know, it just doesn't
It's a Swiss
feel-
clock. I mean,
Yeah.
you're literally a machine. And
Yeah.
these are robot people.
Yeah.
Again, even if you're Swiss, I'm sorry to offend you, but Switzerland had that. Again, we were in Zurich, so
went
maybe
into the
there's different
train-
parts.
We went to the train station, remember? And then the train would
On
come at like
time. I mean,
it'd be like,
incredible.
It's coming at 6:07 p.m. and it would come at 6:07 p.m.
0-0. Like literally
Yeah.
not even like by the second. It
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah, so it's kind of Irvine. Yeah. So Irvine is Irvine the Switzerland of California?
Could be.
It kind of is, but you know, if that's not your vibe, then
But again, I don't mind that part. Like the Irvine, I love
Yeah.
Irvine. But the thing is that if you don't want that kind of feel to it, you know, obviously it may not be the right place for you.
yeah, and so, you know, if you're going to live in Orange County and you don't want that really, you know, master plan community vibe, you've got to reach out to us so our team can help you, you know, find a place that, because not everywhere in Orange County is these master plan communities.
And not every master plan community is the same too.
Yeah.
Like so you have even within Irvine actually. That's why you want to reach out to us because there are some places that are really rigid, and then there's other ones that obviously have a bit more, you know, they're a bit more lax. So that's
Yeah.
where, you know, depending on what your needs are, that, you know, you want to like reach out to us to let us know.
Yeah, so our team can help you. And then, okay, so let's go to number 2.
Yeah.
Irvine is expensive, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not cheap. The housing market, you know, boom is definitely taken Irvine up with it, and basically Irvine is definitely not affordable. It's above the median price point in Orange County, and so if you're not prepared to shell out some decent bucks, it may not be the right place for you.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just goes with the territory. I mean, Irvine's consistently ranked as one of the best places to live. You know, this is public information.
Safest.
So with
schools,
that,
like, yeah.
yeah, with that, you're going to get people who want to live here. So, you know.
Employment centers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in Irvine, because it's such a huge employment
It
center.
just draws people. So
Yeah.
with all that demand and limited supply, obviously the prices go up, and Irvine is benefiting from that. And again, it is on the pricier side. And not to say that, you know, and if you want an Irvine kind of feel to it, there are other cities around where, you know, we could kind of point you to in the event that, you know, Irvine may not be exactly the right place for you.
Yeah, so there are other cities, we kind of call them Irvine Light, and they're not necessarily as expensive.
But kind of give you off a lot of the offers a lot of the amenities and feel of what Irvine offers.
Yeah, like, you know, the master plan communities and, you know,
The schools.
the
The safety.
the safety, you
Yeah.
know, ranked, you know, very well for safety on, you know, niche.com and all those things. So,
For sure.
yeah, okay. And then let's talk about another thing that you know, if you can't handle this, you definitely want to avoid living in Irvine, and that, you know, Irvine perennially ranked as one of the best places in the country for schools,
Yes.
for public schools.
Number
I-
5, I think, public school system in the entire country. If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
according to niche.com. So and you know, and a lot of the high schools that they have, they're ranked in the nation, US News and World Report. So
And I imagine actually it probably is ranked number 1 if you weight it for the population, because Irvine Unified School Districts, you know, serves a population of about 300,000 people. So, you know, obviously you have a lot more obscure small school districts, I imagine, that are probably the ones that even rank, you know, that would rank higher.
Yeah.
Because Irvine schools are just top notch.
yeah, and Irvine is a big city. So yeah, but there is a dark side. So
Yes.
Irvine schools are incredibly competitive, right?
Yes.
I mean, just give the story of your family friend. They actually moved away from Irvine because what was happening to their daughter.
Yeah, so they were like, one, they were worried that their daughter was just spending too much time doing homework, right? They were,
Yeah, and she wasn't even in high school.
Yeah, it was like
so she was
a-
in junior high.
yeah, yeah, and it was like just pretty intense. So,
Yeah.
so one, they were going, okay, well, kids kind of, you know, obviously school is important, of course, but it's not everything. And so again, the child was spending tons of time on homework, you know, and all these extracurricular activities to keep up with the Joneses at school. And on top of that, they were actually back overseas, and the daughter
for a family trip.
Yeah, and so the daughter had to leave early, like a week early, just to get back in time to do all the stuff that she needed
And this
to.
was in the summer.
Yeah.
So school hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, so it's pretty intense. Now we have other people that actually their child was about to go into high school, and they wanted to send their kid. They moved to Irvine, so
because they wanted that competitive atmosphere.
yeah, like steal, like they steal, like make them strong, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
they're like, you know, just like in the fiery flames of Irvine, you just make these like amazing like characters, but like
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends. I mean, some people, they really care about what their ranking is. You know, are they valedictorian or not? For example, my sister was almost valedictorian of her high school, But in Irvine, I guarantee you, she would have been probably like number 100. So
Yeah, no, it's intense. I mean, it's pretty crazy there. So again, great school. It will set you up for like after like graduate school, wherever you want to go to for college and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. However, it does have a dark side, and so if you're not looking necessarily for that ultra competitiveness, there are other places around Orange County that offer a bit more balanced vibe to it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so then now let's talk about how Irvine, this is another reason to avoid Irvine.
Yes.
It definitely has a reputation of having no nightlife, and, everything closes at 10 p.m.
Yes.
And I would say, just in my own personal experience, that is rather true.
True or false? And that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right.
I mean, they do have the Spectrum, which has, like...
Yeah, they have some, they have their designated pockets where you have some nightlife.
Yeah.
But realistically speaking, if you're really into that, you're going to want to go, venture outside of the city borders to other pockets where that's a bit more, where you have more variety and more options for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember, when, COVID hit and they were telling us that we have to stay inside and not do anything.
Like,
I was
what's the
thinking
difference?
To myself,
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wait, so I'm just my normal life?
Yeah.
I don't.
And we're like, oh, we can't go to bars. Well, I mean, we have a young family, so that's not happening anyway. So, again, Irvine does not have, in mass, a bunch of bars, a bunch of nightclubs, and all that stuff. I mean, again, this Irvine Spectrum is one of those pockets where you have a decent amount, you have some options, but again, it doesn't have the quantity and really the quality of some other pockets of Orange County.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you couldn't find some cool comedians that are there, but...
Yeah, they have the Improv at the Spectrum, they have the Yard House, they definitely have some options, but again, it's nothing compared to some of the surrounding cities.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just, it's a sleepy community.
Yeah, so you like to go in bed at 8, Irvine is your place.
Which I love. Yeah, so Irvine's great, if you like that. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to talk about...
Number 5.
...is you want to avoid Irvine if you don't like HOAs.
Yes.
So explain, what does that mean when you live in an HOA?
Yeah, so first of all, HOA stands for Homeowners Association. And people tend to, this tends to be prevalent in condominiums and townhomes where you have attached walls, so these units are butted up against each other. So you obviously need some sort of oversight to make sure that one neighbor doesn't destroy their place and take everyone else down with it. So you have an HOA that oversees the entire development. Well, in Irvine, obviously you have that for those townhomes and condos, but you also have that for the vast majority of houses in Irvine are in some form or fashion in an HOA.
Yeah, and HOAs, depending on how strict they are, they can be, a little bit...
overbearing.
Yeah, overbearing.
Yes.
For example, we lived in an HOA in Irvine, and we didn't realize that we
had a citrus tree. God forbid.
Yeah, which I guess citrus trees attract rats. So
not that we noticed any, but but
so
apparently,
unbeknownst to us, they were sending us letters because they were
pre-crime.
They were sending us letters to the wrong address and fining us, telling us that we need to get rid of this citrus tree.
How did you even know?
I know.
But so, long story short, the citrus tree had to get removed. And actually, even the same place, we were wanting to get a cable set up.
Yeah.
And when the cable man's doing their thing, they're installing cable. They might be screwing, drilling through a wall or whatever. Okay, and this is a detached house, and it still needed HOA approval for that to happen. And again, that's an extreme example, of course. However, it's not unusual.
Yeah.
And so that's where, and a lot of people, we get people reaching out to us all the time, and they want to be if they have a house, you kind of feel like, okay, this is your fiefdom, right? This is your home, this is your land, sort of. It is true that it is, but you got to play by the rules. In fact, I remember, I like to kind of explain how these HOAs kind of work. My family, we had actually a house in Maui, and it was in an HOA, and my father wanted to paint it certain colors, and it wasn't part of their approved palette, so we got fined a bunch before we ended up having to correct the issue. But it was just kind of one of those things that was very grating. You're going, wait a second, this is my home, I can't even paint it a certain color. But that's where these things can be extreme. Again, not every HOA is as extreme, and if and not actually in Irvine doesn't have. It's not all HOAs, but most of it is.
There are pockets that aren't HOA.
And again, like in radiating out from Irvine, you have a decent amount of HOAs in some of these cities, and some cities don't. So that's where, if depending on how important that is to you to have, not have, or have, you got to let us know.
Yeah, so that's why you got to reach out to us so, everyone on our team can help you figure out, what is the best spot for you to live.
For sure.
So that's it. That's our video.
So now if you find that really cool property that you want to check out or possibly want to move to, you got to reach out to us.
Yeah, so either give us a call, shoot us a text, or reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.